Hey guys, DC here from the Christian Gaming Channel, bringing you a brand new episode, series of Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 2. I was going to do Sonic Colors originally, but there were some problems with recording, and quite frankly, I don't have a good feeling about it, so we're doing Sonic 4 instead. As you all know, Sonic 4 Episode 2 is the better of the Sonic 4 duology, so I'm going to start with this one. Eventually, I will do Sonic 4 Episode 1. But for the time being, we're going to do this one. And we're heading right into Sylvania Castle Zone Act 1. I actually really enjoy Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2. I didn't know there was any kind of hate for them at all at the time. And I guess not knowing how much they were hated kind of really helps me enjoy the games a lot more. Now usually I do play this game modded, but I reverted all the mods for the sake of this Let's Play because I don't want to give a misrepresentation of the game. We will be trying to get all of the emeralds as well as the red star rings when we can. Some of them are in very tricky locations, others aren't. Each act has, I think, one red star ring, so just have to keep an eye out for them. The interesting thing about this game, though, is you have team moves where you can team up Sonic and Tails together, which is a really nice mechanic. Plus, this is the only official Sonic game to actually feature, there we go, red star ring. No, it's the only official game to feature Tails actually being able to do flight cancel in multiplayer, which is really cool. It's strange that this game is the one that innovated that, yet no other game in the series officially supports that. It's a shame, really. It would have been so nice to have in Sonic Superstars. Honestly, I have played Superstars, but I honestly think Sylvania Castle Zone is a better intro stage than Bridge Island. I don't know, I just feel like this is more aesthetically appealing and teaches you much better mechanics. Okay, barely got that. And honestly, for me, the graphical wow factor of Sylvania Castle actually gets me better than the Bridge Island, but I'm not going to complain too much. They're still both fun games. Here we go. You can boost and you can jump. Collect enough rings to get through the ring gate and you can get yourself an emerald. Typically, you don't want to boost too often unless you really want to go fast. What you would rather do is try and take your time and get as many rings as you can. And if you go slower, you can get yourself, more opportunities to see traps coming at you. It sounds very counterintuitive for a Sonic game, I know, but if you go a bit slower, it's technically easier. Although there are some spots where you will have to try and rush through. The first stage is not too big of a hazard. Stay to the left, you'll get 3 10 rings. Get some nice 30. Tails looks so tired. He wouldn't be so out of shape if they'd let him be playable in more games. Get that 10 ring, there we go. Okay, here's another gimmick. If you collect the amounts of rings that you see on screen, you can get a bonus, as you can see. And there's our emerald. One down, many more to go. But we got an extra life for it, so that's nice. Act 2. See, the water effects, they're so good looking. I won't deny this game has its issues, but it's not as bad as everyone says it is. And here's another innovation. Tails can actually swim underwater while holding Sonic, and he doesn't get tired. Which actually is a really good thing, because that means we can just reach the water real quick and see if there's anything there. Nope. Regardless, gotta just try and get more rings. If Sonic collects an air bubble, if I'm not mistaken, it counts for both Sonic and Tails. So that way you don't have to worry about keeping the air for both of them. However, it doesn't count if Sonic and Tails aren't in team-up mode. Let's see, take care of that fish, and let's head upwards. Slowly though, I don't want to get chomped. Tails, I really should not have done it that way. Yeah, I know drowning is happening. Just let me hit it. Air, please. Okay. Yeah, if Tails gets hit, you also lose your rings. That's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. At least we have a shield now, but the likelihood is we'll probably still get enough rings to get to the next special stage. Up here, and I think we're gonna head upwards. Anything? I keep thinking there's something up there, but there isn't. Oh, sweet, speed shoes. Actually get to go fast. Yeah, that is one of the negatives, I guess, of this game. Air dashing is actually a far faster method of getting your... I want that. There we go. Tails, let's fly up, shall we? There we go. Wait for that. Then we can hit that. Go over here quickly. Not that the water's dangerous, but it will eventually suffocate you. And here we are at the end. And I completely missed that red star ring. I mean, it's not like the red star rings are important. They don't really do anything for the game. It's just an extra completion bonus. At least from what I've seen. I've collected all the red star rings once before, but I don't believe it has actually done anything for me, outside of giving me a Steam achievement. Okay, purple time. Background always makes you think of the kaleidoscope. There's not too much I can say about this other than just make sure to dodge all the things. That is true. Now that I'm back into an act structure with Sonic, I can actually go back to doing timestamps again. I think we got that one? What was the last Sonic game I... Oh, it was Mania. Oh, almost got it. That would have given us another chance to get more rings. Too deep in thought. there's an advantage of playing Sonic 2 a lot. You're able to figure out how to line yourself up with rings very quickly. Because Sonic 2 really demands that a lot of the player. And there's our emerald. These beginning stages aren't too much of a trouble. Do love those reflections though, except Sonic's shoe isn't reflecting properly on one part of that. Another interesting thing about the Sonic 4 duology, they go by the 3-act style that Sonic 1 used. So we have 3 normal acts and then a boss act, so technically it's a 4-act style. But here's probably my favorite version of Sylvania Castle. You'll see why as soon as we get above water. That background is really nice looking. Let's see, fly above this, and we still get nothing. One of these days, it's actually gonna matter. I think here's the last move we do. I don't know what the name of this is. I'm just gonna call it the Team Spin Dash because that's kind of what it is. I'm gonna have to fly upwards because I don't want to take the lower route if I can. Oh, for that matter, there we go. That's a good way to kill momentum. See those rings? So the basic story plot of this game, from what I understand, is Little Planet is being slowly turned into the Death Egg. And it is up to Sonic and Tails to rescue it. And somehow Metal Sonic was brought back from Little Planet. I don't really know timeline-wise where Sonic 4 episodes 1 and 2 fall. See? I told you it'd pay off. There we go, got a red star ring. Yeah, it's probably the fastest episode 4 Sonic has ever moved. Yeah, that's the entire premise of the plot as far as I'm aware. There was going to be a Sonic 4 Episode 3 that involved Knuckles, I think? I don't know, information on that, at least from what I've seen, is kind of scarce. There might be more out there than I know, and there probably is, but just from what I know, Ed Knuckles was supposed to be in there. How the game would have played, I don't know. Kind of a shame we never got an episode 3. I would like to have seen the trilogy close out so that way the story was at least complete. But I'm grateful for what we got. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Tails. No! Tails! I wanted to fly. Okay, I'm going to collect some more rings and I'll meet you guys back at that spinning place. Okay, we're back here. I don't think I have enough rings at all. Yeah, no, I don't. That stinks. I'll probably record the special stage and I'll have to just pixel insert it after this transition. So that way it's very seamless for you guys. A bit more long-winded for me to do. Okay, here we are. Got our rings, now we're heading to the special stage. Didn't even have to worry about the weird bridge thing right there at the end. I just spin dashed and air dashed over it. Thank the Lord for that. I was afraid that wasn't going to work out because there was some close calls on the trip there. some more rings. We're above budget. That's good. And here's another spring. The other spring probably would have helped a lot, but I missed out on it. I'm trying to focus on where Sonic and Tails are more than what's in front of me to a point. Purely because I'm trying to make sure I collect all the rings I can instead of looking ahead. Probably a bit of an issue, but we're still doing good. Okay, here's a new gimmick. You have to basically stretch out a line between Sonic and Tails and you can collect more rings that way. That's a whole lot of rings and makes everything a lot more easier. And there we go. We now have our red emerald. Well, now that we've got that, I'll see you guys back at the boss fight. Okay, after the special stage that I missed out on originally, we're here now, in the Boss Act. Come on, Tails, get in. Okay, there we go. And wouldn't you know it, it's Robotnik, and he's silent. I get they were going for the whole classic thing, but classic Sonic wasn't always quiet. I feel like that's just something they kind of miss out on. Regardless, they're gonna make fun of Sonic 4 Episode 1 now. Instead of reusing an old boss, they destroy it. Anyways, we could fight this boss the lame, boring way, or we could just take advantage of the fact that Tails can fly. And just wail on this guy. Come on. Open up. This is basically the entirety of the fight. It's not difficult. And if you're quick enough, you probably could get an extra couple hits in. Sometimes you can get an extra flight time with Tails and get an extra hit on him. And here's the second phase where you're gonna have lasers, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, a laser. But we're not gonna let those lasers hit us at all because God is good and I hit the laser. Oh. God's still good no matter what. Surprised I can't hit him right now. There we go. And he's down. Well, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Remember, Christ is King and Jesus loves you. Bye.